This will be the largest group of assembled fans in the Western Hemisphere. That's why they need a big house. Welcome to Ann Arbor, home of the Michigan Wolverines. A Big Ten showdown is coming. Conference implications aplenty that could resonate for the rest of the season. As we'll see, the Arkansas Razorbacks taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. The Wolverines will put total leather and we'll get started. Out of the end zone. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Back to throw, it's Dyer. Bringing the heat. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
What a great play. Winning one-on-one, getting home and getting a sack, and that kind of effort is going to get the big house fired up. These 100,000-plus Michigan Wolverine fans are on their feet screaming because of that dominant play right there coming from their D-line.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. They'll leave it with him. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, the runner paid the price on that one. Nobody blocked the middle linebacker. He came through that hole unencumbered and laid the lumber on that tackle for loss.
Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
That is exactly how you set a tone when you're on defense, and especially when you're at home. If you can get them and force them into a punt early, keep that crowd going and involved, man, is it fun to play defense.
He's got great speed. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Looking for a crease. It's Young. Got enough for the first down. Ball down at the 38-yard line and a big pickup of 15 yards there.
I love this guy because he brings a physicality to this Michigan offense. Bo Schembechler would have loved this guy. He would have loved to jog a few extra tight ends on the field, get the QB under center, student body right, and give this guy the football. He would have fit in perfectly with his running style. Man, he is hard to bring down.
Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make him miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Underwood. Fires to the wideout. Snagged in the middle, it's Marsh. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket, threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
And the Wolverines will have it 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Zings it complete to the right. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Let's take a minute to talk about Michigan. For the many fans of the program, they started this season dreaming of a national championship. That dream has quickly turned to a nightmare, falling all the way out of the top 25. Where is their head right now amidst all of this chaos?
They got to get their heads out of the clouds right now and finally play up to their potential. They've got a lot of talent, but they have not been able to put it together on game day. There's a lot of people on social media and the message boards, sports talk radio locally, very, very angry with how this team has played. They've got to do something to turn it around, Dave.
That's not the place I thought they had to get their head out. I mean, it's been a dumpster fire. It has not been good this year. They've got to somehow right this ship. There's too much talent on this squad to be losing game after game and falling out of the rankings.
And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
No movement from the field goal unit. The offense is out there to try to keep this drive alive on 4th down. Touch pass on the jet sweep. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
I like it. This defense plays aggressive on 4th. Short, and they are rewarded. Figured they would run the football. They did. Nice job getting some penetration and stopping that 4th down play.
And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. He's got him. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Looking downfield, it's Dyer. Pressure coming. And they'll bring him down for the sack. The Wolverines bringing the heat on the defensive front as they have so many times through the years.
And you just think about guys that just look great in their youth. Big, strong, Aiden Hutchinson, Ajabo, a lot of these guys in the recent history, just they know how to get after the quarterbacks and make their life miserable.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. The throw to the outside is complete. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide, and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Wants to throw on 1st down. quickly to the tight end. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
They'll go to the air on 2nd and short. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. Got room on the return. He's at the top, and he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Wolverine.
How oftentimes can you say that there is a safety who's the most dangerous guy on the field with the ball in his hands? Did you see that guy and his ability in the open field once he picked it off? There was nobody on offense even coming close to getting that guy down. What an athlete.
The returner will field it and try to get some field position. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. To the air, it's Dyer. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
I think a lot of fans were hoping that this offense maybe made some adjustments considering how much they struggled the last time they took the field. And early in this first quarter, it still seems like they're trying to iron some things out, just not clicking the way they need to be.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Got his man in the middle. Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play.
Nice job by the quarterback, pre-snap and post-snap. He knew the defense was going to be playing zone coverage, and there was no doubt in his mind where he was going with that football.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Quickly complete. They'll run him out of bounds, but look what's on the ground. Penalty marker. Holding on the offense, accepted, so they'll back up and go at it again. Bunch formation for these receivers. He's looking to throw. Not quite in rhythm there. Incomplete.
And it's not panic time yet for this offense, but last week was a really bad performance. This week, starting off a little bit slow. They got to find some form of rhythm. They got to find some way, get a few first downs, get some playmakers involved, because right now they just seem out of sync.
Looking to throw, it's Dyer. He's got the back in the middle. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the 2nd quarter. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. Wants to throw again. Oh, they're after him. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
Really good toughness by the QB to hang in there, take a big shot, but I will not give him credit for throwing in a double coverage. So, nice job hanging in there, being tough. Make a better decision. Do not throw into double coverage. He got lucky that wasn't an interception.
He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Oh, did he find a hole in the defense? Still running at the 40. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Breaks into the open. Couldn't quite get it into the end zone. He goes out of bounds at the 3, but they are in business.
Yeah, defensively, you better be ready to run east and west when you're playing against this offense and their running game. That time, the offense was able to outflank the defense to the right side for a big play.
With the run on 1st and goal. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
When the offense gets in those multiple tight end looks, you kind of have a good understanding of what's coming. You don't know where the ball's going necessarily, but they'll put those big old bodies in there to block, to move people, to put more mass on the field, especially once you get in this red area where you have to be able to run the football effectively. Those passing windows tend to shrink a lot.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to pass. It's Underwood. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan. Quick strike through the air for the score.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offense...
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
I'll tell you, the defense is going to have to do a much better job containing these outside run plays. They better be able to funnel the football back to the middle of the field because this guy with his speed can kill you like he did on that outside run play there to the left.
To the air on 1st down. He's going for it all. Hits him inside the 20, still going. Run out of bounds just before he could get it into the end zone, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
Well, the offense is humming now, and you're seeing they can generate explosive plays in a variety of ways. They had the big run on the previous play. That time they're able to take a shot. Everything they're dialing up right now is working beautifully.
They're working that left side. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Razorbacks!
And this offense shows you why they are really hard to stop. The long, explosive run. You think everybody's thinking run, pile in the box. The play-action pass. They can beat you with the run. They can beat you with the pass. This is a tough offense to stop.
He'll bring it out. It's Stewart. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So here comes the Michigan offense. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Dropping back, it's Underwood. Caught in the backfield, it's Stewart. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches the pass. You saw it on that last play.
So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Buying some time. Unleashes one. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
Oh, that is a throw that is just going to haunt this quarterback. He had his target wide open running deep. That should be a touchdown, but the QB overthrew him. That is going to haunt this quarterback tonight.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Grab near the marker. It's Stewart. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. He'll try to take it back. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Arkansas!
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Georgia State is trailing right now, but I'm not ready to say this team is out of it. Not after the way this group has rallied around that coach. It really has been something to see. They're trailing by 10 to James Madison. Obviously, big implications here in the Sun Belt, and as this one plays out, we'll keep you posted.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Leaves it with the back. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Lets it fly. Complete to the right. And he gets the 1st down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin.
Well, that's a really nice job surveying the field and delivering an accurate throw. You know, when I think back to Michigan quarterbacks, I think of guys like Elvis Gerbach or Tom Brady, Jim Harbaugh, Brian Griese, guys that could hurt you throwing the ball from the pocket, surveying the field, reading defenses, and making quick decisions. This guy has the ability to do all of those things.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Rides the back and leaves it. Turning it on!
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
The Wolverines come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. A little too anxious to get started on the outside, and that's a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Now facing a 3rd and long from the 50-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Underwood. Throws to the tight end. The short hands, it's Prescore. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. They flexed out that tight end a little bit, and you know the tight end's always open.
Always open. Quarterback's best friend. And this guy's a problem, Reese. He's a matchup problem because he's too big for DBs to cover, and he's too fast for linebackers to cover. He's showing you his athleticism.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Second down, he'll throw it. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
Really good play by this defense, and you know exactly what you're getting with this guy. Man, he is electric. He is dynamic. He'll make plays, so you got to do a good job of containing him in the pocket. And when he starts to scramble, chase from one side. Don't overlap with another guy. Nice job by the defense.
Pocket breaking down. He'll throw it. And they can't make the play on third down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that. You can show your exotic looks. You can get the pass rush going. Everybody on the back end expecting throw. And that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
Special teams coming through as they pin them back. They'll mark it dead at the 10. From the 10 for the first play of this drive. To the air, it's Dyer. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Back to throw, time running short in the half. Makes the catch. And a good job in coverage there. They stop it after just a few. The defense calls the timeout. Their second of the day as they try to get their act together. They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. The offense will quickly use the timeout. Big noise, big house, trying to rile up this Michigan defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly complete. There he goes. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Looking to pass. It's Dyer. Under fire. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions. From go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. Here's the heat. And the ball's loose in the backfield. The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession.
The ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep two hands on the ball as well. They're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Hunt is in the air. And you make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Razorbacks will kick it away to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Stewart. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Paul? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
He goes out of bounds. They'll mark him right at the 30-yard line. That's the kind of play that can give a drive momentum.
And defensively, you've got to know this guy, man. He's got some wheels to him. He'll get outside the pocket. You can't let him outside the cage. Those ends have to do a good job of keeping contained. When you lose it, this is what happens. He can get outside, can scramble, and can get first downs.
And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
And not much going on downfield. You just get rid of it and live to play another down.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw.
And the Wolverines line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. The offense changing the play. Back to throw, it's Underwood. Now he's going to break the pocket. Lets it fly. Makes the grab. Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45.
And when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
The Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. They'll run it from the gun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Fine play action. Might be looking to run. Finds space on the right.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just works to get himself open, to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect and keep the drive going.
And the Wolverines will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Wolverines! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half. If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing for this offense now moving forward in this game. That last drive is going to make a big difference.
Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Ready to send out this offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Dropping back, it's Dyer. And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
What a great play. This guy is a force on this D-line. You think about Michigan football defensively, they've got dudes up front. Aiden Hutchinson, Brandon Graham, Mozzie Smith, Rashawn Gary, guys that can win one-on-one, and guys that change and force your game plan to have to adapt for them. You need to double team these guys if you want to have any chance. This is that type of player. He's got so much ability.
Back to pass on second down. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
I tell you what, if I'm this QB, I am ill as a hornet in my offensive line. Are you kidding me? That's the 6th time they put me on the ground. Dudes, will y'all protect me a little bit better, please?
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. They'll run play action. And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack.
That is now the 7th sack on defense. This offense cannot protect their QB. It doesn't matter if the defense is blitzing or if they're just winning one-on-one. 7 sacks. That's just ridiculous.
He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Out of the gun, the inside give. He picks up 4. That'll leave them with 3rd and 6.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side.
This is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're at 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. And that is no good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys.
Hey, sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Scanning the field, it's Dyer. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
This is just so demoralizing. You want to talk about taking a game over. That's what this defense is doing right now. They're just winning in the trenches. They're easily the more athletic and more physical unit up front, dominating this O-line.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Looking to the big tight end. Finds his man. It's clapped. And tackled there by the defense.
Well, this tight end is so athletic that at times they'll line him up in different parts of the field. That time he was in the slot. Nice job running the route, finding the open space in the defense for the completion.
They'll throw on 3rd and short. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball and force the incompletion.
And the Razorbacks will call on their punt team. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
It'll be a 1st down from the 49-yard line. To the air, it's Underwood. Here's the pressure. Quarterback adapting. Connection to the right. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it.
That's a really nice pass. You can see why this guy right here gives the Michigan faithful reason to be optimistic. You know, for years we know Michigan has always been good at running the football, but they've got to be able to throw. They've got to be more consistent making big plays through the air. This guy gives them that chance.
Moving into scoring territory at the 36 on 1st down. Leaves it with the back. Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down.
How about that for efficiency if you're on this offense right now? 3 plays, 3 1st downs. They get that one running the football. Great vision and open field running ability. Everything they're doing right now is working. This play caller is in a rhythm.
We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. So 1st down, we'll open up the final period. They'll give it to him again. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan. And they take it in for 6 more points. That should move them closer to this elusive 2nd win of the year as they build this 4th quarter lead. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. Looking to throw, it's Dyer. Quick strike complete. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down.
And in this situation late when you need 2 touchdowns to win the game, everything's going to have to be downfield. So I like the idea in this 2-minute drive, throwing it that way. Let's keep it going, keep our pedal to the metal here.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Quick completion on the out. Ridden out of bounds at the 45. A big play for this offense.
Nice throw, nice catch, great completion on that out route. Sometimes those cornerbacks, when they see that early, they can make that jump and get that pick six. So those are dangerous routes to throw, but it worked for him there.
Looking downfield on first down. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Backed up now. Here's second and long. Just keeps slinging it. And his first throw here is incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affected the football game.
More than 100,000 making their presence felt. A huge third down here in the big house. Dropping back, it's Dyer. Fires to the big fella. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. Fires to the right. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
Yeah, and unfortunately in the fourth quarter, losing, you got to put the foot on the accelerator. You got to make something happen. So I get they had to be aggressive and go for it. They just can't seem to get this offense to make plays when they need it the most.
Leaves it with the running back. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
That's exactly the start you want when you're on offense. In this situation, 4-minute offense, I'm not worried about scoring. I'm not worried about getting a bunch of first downs. I need 2. I need 2 first downs, and I'm going to let that clock tick, and I walk out of here with the W.
Rushes on him. He'll get rid of it. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Just what they were looking for. A huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line.
Well, it really just feels like they are trying to make a statement to everybody in college football. They've got a lead, they've got it late, and they are still putting it on this defense. They are still
headed to the end zone, and he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Wolverine. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
The identity of this offense is their ability to run the football. They're doing that in this game. That's now 3 rushing touchdowns on the day.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Georgia State is trailing right now, but I'm not ready to say this team is out of it. Not after the way this group has rallied around that coach. It really has been something to see. It's a close one right now. They're trailing by 1 to James Madison. We'll keep you updated on things in a game that could alter the balance of power in the Sun Belt. Fellas?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs, on first down finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points, but they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Looking for a man. It's Dyer. Quick completion on the out route. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He was in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Got his man. At the 35, he's loose. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. The Razorbacks come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Wrestled down at the 26. It's a gain of 4.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Moves away as he feels pressure. Touchdown, Razorbacks! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
This guy is officially a problem. His second receiving touchdown of the game. Nice job by the offense. Dude, if I've got a matchup I like, continue to pick at it until they stop.
They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. They're on it, and they get it back for another drive.
And there's still life in this team. Obviously, they're down here in the 4th quarter, but they're able to execute the onside kick. They retain possession, and now let's see what happens.
The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. The give to the back. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. To throw, it's Dyer. Under fire. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Oh, the fumble, and the defense got it. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
And the defense is able to go out and shut the door. They put the clamps down. They've got a big lead, and with that fumble, they're going to win the game. You've got to give this defense credit for finishing.
And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Well, the defense may have been caught off guard a little bit on that play. It was 2nd and long. They weren't expecting the run. So now we've got 3rd and manageable, and they've got to be wondering to themselves, is this offense going to try to run the ball again?
Off the play fake. Throws for the tight end. And it's a touchdown in the dying moments of the game.
And how about it? Everyone getting involved, getting the big tight end involved. This offense has done an unbelievable job scoring points. This defense has had no answers. Just keep it rolling, offense.
And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he had just taken a knee in the end zone. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Wants to throw. It's Dyer. Here comes the heat. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
And man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and it makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game.
Working that left side. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. And the best thing about this, the offense can't worry about the scoreboard. Just keep trying to make plays like that, Jesse.
I know a lot of people in the stadium probably feel like this game is over. Maybe it's been over for a while, Reese, but don't tell that to this quarterback and his teammates. They're still out there scrapping and clawing.
Wants to go up top on first down. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Wants to go up top. Fires to the right. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in, you could tell. They were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
One more play to pad the stats. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. He's open on the right. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. Guys, this is a really good win for this ball club as they put together consecutive victories.
And in this season, that's what you got to do. You got to put together good weeks, build on each other, build that momentum, continue to grow as the season goes on.
Yeah, David, it's all about building confidence, and it's really important for these players to go out, work hard in practice, and see that hard work really pay itself off on game day. This is a team that's really starting to believe in itself.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.